cause y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap News Network.
I was with Ricc rapper.
I fucks with you.
Warning, this video is for satire, educational, and comedy use only. It is not intended to be actual fact, nor is it intended to give real meaning to any of the questions you ponder about late night.
Good chat, rolling watches with these Cubans. Niggas die for disrespect. Niggas hide behind that moolah. Wanna talk and dodge that wreck.
And we giving y'all some content from Young and Hefe. Don't care about nothing but what the checks say. Young and Hefe is currently incarcerated in the Los Angeles County Jail, downtown, I believe, and he has been arrested for a potential body. Yes, man, Young and Hefe has been arrested for a potential body. So, with that all being said, man, the no jumper curse strikes again, or is it bad decision making? I'm not really sure, but what we do know is, according to the title, it's all bad. Compton Ricc calls out 600 for a fade after being afraid of Spody Face. This is Young and Hefe, don't care about nothing but what the checks say, giving his dissertation on the situations going on between Compton Ricc and Spody Face. Now, for those of you guys kind of sleeping under a rock, Spody Face made a trip to Compton Ricc's community where he so lovingly and so helpfully bought ice cream for the children within that community. Something about that conversation, something about that action didn't sit right with the YouTube streets because, boom, just like that, Spody Face is out of here. With that being said, that leads to 600, king of the turndown, calling out Compton Ricc for a squabbly wobbly drop it like it's hot. I am lying. That's not what happened. He called him a buster. A buster. You know, 600 like to use the word buster. B-U-S-T-E-R, a buster. And then Compton Ricc calls out 600 for a squabbly wobbly drop it like it's hot after exposing the fact that 600 was living in his car and was without a home. With that all being said, Compton Ricc has a lot of things going on within these YouTube streets and off the YouTube streets, but we're not going to get into that. We just hope that Compton Ricc can get the emotional support that he needs as he's going through these trying times, and all the emotional support will be given by Trap News Network. Hugs, hashtag hugs. Hugs, not thugs. With that all being said, let's jump into this content. It's Young and Hefe's channel. Give them a like, comment, subscribe. Let's go.
Sure, you go ahead, like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy Young and Hefe, and I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. The recipients of Hot Topics, man. We got Compton Ricc in here again, and we got 600. Man, it's been real controversial out here, so you already know the back and forth that was had between Compton Ricc and Spody Face. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all go follow Spody Face and Poetic Justice as well. So, the back and forth between Compton Ricc and Spody Face look like it has brought us here with this 600 and Compton Ricc thing. And this ain't the first time that they've been into it. You know what I'm saying? They've been into it a time or two before and traded jabs, you know, in these YouTube or internet streets. Before then, you know, both these guys, you know, hung. You know, I want to say they kicked it on muscle beats, you know, did some push-ups, did some pull-ups with each other and stuff like that to flex some muscles, you know. But always, like everything else in these YouTube streets, man, it seems like it tends to go bad. It tends to go bad with people, you know what I'm saying? Relationships spoil, people fall victim to the social media antics, and it's just people, you know, wants to run plays, it just wants to be heard in this YouTube and internet space. So now, with 600 coming out and calling Ricc out, you know what I'm saying, for ducking Spody Face fade or whatever, now Compton Ricc has opened.
Well, you know what? With that situation, it's very interesting because 600 going at Ricc for ducking the fade when he is Mr. Quackers himself, duck, is a pretty interesting situation. I thought that was something that was to be highlighted because throughout all the controversy about Ricc, we have not forgotten the fact that 600 is a duck goose.
In the closet and allowed the skeletons to spill out the closet, you know what I'm saying? And basically exposing 600, you know, for running plays and say I ran plays with you. You want to act like you was in the hood, spray painting, then paint over it and all this stuff. So look, I ain't gonna hold you guys any longer, you know what I'm saying, what I'm talking about. We about to get into this content, and you already know.
This call is being recorded.
In a half a fact, correct. We're gonna commentate.
Now, in the last video, we broke down Rocc's flu flammery. So in this video, let's break down 600's flu flammery.
Content. We're going to get some content, because that's all you want is content. Yeah, that's all you want is content. See, Rocc, I make the plays. I make the content. I create the moves. The incident that just transpired, that's all Rocc doing. I sit back and did this and got paid off of it. You've been wanting to be an internet sensation.
Getting paid off the plays is crazy work, big dog. And it just goes to show you that sometimes the boundaries just don't exist.
Since I taught you how to edit your first video. You've been wanting to be an internet sensation since you used to call me and say, man, let's go write on some walls and do some content like we in the hood. And then I got a bucket of white paint and we could wipe it off and we ain't got...
600, why are you vandalizing? At your ripe old age of 40-something, why are you writing on them people's walls? Why are you writing on them people's walls talking about we can go write like we in the hood and then we can paint right over it? Why don't you just paint them people's walls, bro? If you wanna be a wall painter, if you wanna be Petey the wall painter, come on, my dude. Like this is just flu flammers activity out of a 40-year-old man.
Worry about, you know what I'm saying? Let's just make it seem like we in the set. Yeah, this is you, bro. I ain't got no reason to lie on you. See, I set these plays up. The stuff that you seen the last few days, I set that up. That's my doing. I make money off of it. So you finding a way to make you some money off of it. You ain't hard to find. You is not hard to find. You just not worthy of me going to peel your cap back. That's all.
Now, my question is 600 gonna meet Compton Rocc with the same level of hostility that he meets everybody else with? Is he gonna go ahead and jump out the window and it's like, oh yeah, man, let's go, blah, 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 this and blah, 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 that. Yeah, man, mount up, we can link up. And blah. Like, are we finna have like an old man meetup? Bingo night? Like a nice game of bridge? Like, what's going on here? You feel me? Because, again, the 40 and up crowd is just tripping. We don't need this type of behavior from these gentlemen. This is not the type of behavior we need. We expect these gentlemen at their age to be upstanding citizens. We expect these gentlemen at their age to be examples. We expect these gentlemen at their age to not be calling out fights over the internet. So with that being said, 600, you got some business that just might need to be stood on, my boy. You got some business that just might need to be stood on, my boy. Go ahead and put your standing shoes on. Go ahead and lace your standing shoes up tight and go ahead and climb Mountain Business and stand on top of it.
You're not worthy. You're not worthy of it at all. I know what you want. You want some of this paper. You got to go to work. You got to go do your security job and go to work. You got to go do that. I can still go to my section if I choose to. Don't let the internet fool you.
I wonder how long it's been since 600 has made his way through his section.
Can't go to your neighborhood at all. That's why the streets is dead to you. That's why you say kids don't join gangs, because you can't go. You say, man, they called you out for a fade and you didn't show out. Well, let me remind you what happened before all.
All right, I kind of want to get to Young and Hefe. Let's see what Young and Hefe has to say about this, because that's more so what we're here for.
The eyes and the lies of a buster who's seen the opportunity to get in. It don't work like that.
What is Young and Hefe?
Y'all heard it right there, man. It's an ugly game out here, man. And y'all see how it go and which way the cookie crumbles. So, you know what I'm saying? As I explained already, Compton Rocc and 600, you know, they have some history, you know. They been kicking it, as I said, at Muscle Beats, doing some push-ups, doing some dips, you know what I'm saying, doing some upside-down push-ups, doing some squats, all a little get-down or whatever the case may be. Now, this ain't the first time they've been into it. They ain't been into it a time or two before for whichever reason. I don't even know or remember what the first falling out was about, but they fell out. But as you see in these YouTube streets, man, a lot of these relationships, man, be fictitious, man. They be fictitious and fake relationships.
Man, Young and Hefe, say that one more time. A lot of these relationships be fictitious. A lot of these relationships don't got no real love involved. A lot of these relationships don't got no real care involved. A lot of these relationships don't have no real loyalty involved. It's just a lot of opportunists looking for opportunities.
Man, I'm telling you, they be fictitious and fake relationships, man. Like a lot of dudes, you know, they just try to use you in these YouTube streets. They try to call you if you're the try to attach themselves to you and hope that they can take your mojo and or, empty your juice carton, you know what I'm saying? And once they finish with you and or feel like you ain't got anything else to add to their program and or help them, they shake you. If not all together, just say something derogatory or just start some bull jive, you feel me? And a lot of these dudes come in forms as friends, they'll hit you, you know what I'm saying? Chop some game with you to see what you know, to see what you own. Hopefully they can get, some value, out of the conversation, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But a lot of this stuff be fake, even with these dudes giving game, man. It be fake because dudes, you know what I'm saying, just be looking for an opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to uproot you, you know what I'm saying. I've seen it, you know what I'm saying, it didn't happen to me. And I'm telling you, man, that's why I don't really care about no social media relationships. And, it's a small percentage of people you do meet, you know what I'm saying, that is likewise minded like you, and just, hold it down and keep it true and real. But in this situation right here, man, I don't know what to call what, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know, man, Spody Face page is taken, you know what I'm saying, because of this situation and stuff like that.
Now, here's the situation about that. Spody Face, page being taken. He actually has a new page, so make sure y'all tap in with Poetic Justice. He already has the subscribers necessary to be monetized. Y'all help him get the watch hours up so he can be monetized. With that all being said, we're going to keep it on topic of what we're talking about here. We have not heard anything back from 600 since this. I'm doing a lot better at staying on topic, y'all. We haven't heard anything back from 600 since this, so it kind of makes you wonder what's going on through his mind as this situation continues to transpire, the situation continues to take hold, as he's watching Compton Ricc at this point kind of parade around the internet space at his expense. So, kind of wondering where this is going to go.
Look like him and Compton Ricc is straight down or whatever the case may be. As Compton Ricc say in his video, he was on the phone with him, you know what I'm saying, somebody from 30s and somebody from his neighborhood, and I guess, they talked and squashed it. And, Compton Ricc pretty much was saying that, don't be fooled, you know what I'm saying, I guess by Spody Face going over here to his area, that it wasn't going to be no fair fade, couldn't nobody leave his area the victor, you know what I'm saying? So in other words, if you came over there looking for a fade, you was going to get packed, you know what I'm saying? On the other hand, 600 is reporting different. He's like, man, look, Spody was over there in your hood, he was at the ice cream truck, your homies knew he was coming, he said he was coming beforehand, and your homies gave him a green light to come through, you know what I'm saying? He came over there, called you out, you know what I'm saying, and just said he wanted to fade. You wasn't there, so you are a buster. With that, Ricc got the message, and Ricc is exposing, him and 600 relationship. You feel me?
Now, this is a very interesting time that he's chosen to expose this relationship, as far as somebody not having a place to stay, or allegedly sleeping in a car. He says that all his man's clothes are in his car, and all this and all that, blah 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 this and blah 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 that. So it just kind of makes you wonder, how long were these secrets? I always wonder, how long were these things going to be kept quiet had you guys never fallen out? Because if they would have never fallen out, we would have never have known that all these things had taken place by way of, somebody sleeping in their car, somebody having their clothes and then all that. We would have never known any of these things. But the dudes fall out, and it seems like they go straight to, oh, well, that's why, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So I think that that's a very interesting way to go about it.
Yes,
Interesting is a word that we'll use today.
And 600 is on Hollywood time. 600 used to want to hit him and act like it was Saints Row. Like, man, hey, dude, let's go drive, hit a few blocks, film it, then let's go hop out and spray paint and do this and make it look good, make it look like we in the hood. But we're going to come right over with the white bucket of paint. Oh, wait, man, it's a cold game out here. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
Man, you better get a sweater, because it's cold in these YouTube streets. With that all being said, man, hit a like, hit a comment, hit a good subscribe. Show some love to Young and Hefe, what he has going on as he's going through these trying times. Hit us with a like, comment, subscribe, notification bell here. Oh, we'll bye there until the next one. We go.
Hey, Carjack 100 here. If you need your transmission check, come on down to Carjack's. I'm your transmission expert.
I'm glad that you enjoyed that content. We heard the cries, we heard the complaints. Now, we don't got no intro, but we do got an outro. With the same information, man. Make sure that you are tapped in. Make sure you dropping comments. Make sure you dropping likes. Make sure you subscribing to everything we have going on here at TNN Trap News Network, because we will be giving away some more Chiliana once we hit that 40,000 membership, 40,000 subscriber, threshold. We're going to make sure that we give y'all some Chiliana, man. So make sure that y'all stay tapped in. Make sure y'all stay looking out. Make sure y'all stay right here at TNN Trap News Network. The news you can use, the knowledge you're not finna get in nobody's college. Hit a like, hit a comment, hit a subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. We're gonna keep you updated on what's going on these YouTube streets. You already know the deal, man. If you enjoyed this content, throw the red dot to the left. You know the rest. We gone.
Hi, I'm Whack 100. When I'm not snitching on the internet, I'm snitching in real life for your own personal home security. Call 1-800-WACK-ATTACK. We're first, law enforcement second. Hey, I'm Adam22. Got an extra soul laying around? Be like Doughboy and Whack 100 and sell yours today. One soul equals a lot of clout.
Apollo Jackson. It's dangerous. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboard. Tell the ops, check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Mix it with the bush and you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let them hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall, 81 point strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell it. Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Mix it with the bush and you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboard. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Fake is hella fake, I know what enemies' intentions. I let it go until it click if I'm aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Mix it with the bush and you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Mix it with the bush and you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
Safe like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry, and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.